South Asian Heritage Month for me, I think, is an opportunity to kind of like celebrate, the array of voices that exist within our communities, the stories that we have, our histories, our legacies. We're not one homogenous group, we're not a monolith. There's just so much there, and I think South Asian heritage is as much, is really connected to British heritage, to British history, actually, because there's a legacy there. Without stating the obvious, there is a real interconnected relationship between British history and South Asian history, and actually I think that it's really important to kind of like have space to explore all of that.
It's a really strange thing. My parents came here from Sri Lanka in 1970, and I was born and raised here, so I've always thought of myself as British. I've always thought of myself as English. I've always thought of myself as a Londoner. I was raised here. And it's interesting, over the last 20 years or so, there have been lots of voices which have, I think, questioned that, or made me question that, or made me think about my place in society and what it means to be someone of South Asian heritage in this country, in London as well, in the arts. I think with it being South Asian Heritage Month and the context of this play about being basically about a family of South Asian heritage in England, in this time, in London, in this time, I think it's really important to have that discussion, and to have it in theatre is often, it feels like one of the most helpful ways. We haven't got people screaming at each other like we often do. It's not just 140 characters. We can sit down, watch an entertaining story, but then go away and discuss and debate. That's what I hope comes out of it. I hope people ask questions. I hope people are struck by points of view and feelings that they may not be aware of, because it is a difficult and unusual time to be a person of South Asian heritage in Great Britain.
Able to perform this play at the same time as South Asian Heritage Month is a true privilege, because it's time to elevate and amplify Asian voice, the South Asian voice that we've written for years. Actually, no, we haven't been written. We've been here for ages, but we just don't give a platform. And now to be able to give a platform, to see a full of Asian cast, brown faces, and people promoting Southern Asian would be like, I can do that. I can do it. So it's a time for that.
It being South Asian Heritage Month, that's very important to me, because it gives me a chance to connect to that side of my heritage, and so I feel very grateful to be doing a play that explores that part of my heritage. My dad is Pakistani and was a Muslim himself, so it's really important to me to be part of a story that represents that on stage. I think it's the first time that I've seen a modern Muslim family represented on stage, a relationship between two Muslim sisters who have varying degrees of approaching their faith, and how they deal with that and how that affects their relationship, and I find that really important.